BlazBlue Entropy Effect has just gone from early access on Steam, and having spent a few hours before and after the update, I'm going to talk to a few of the changes and my overall feel for this roguelike action game. It's worth noting, I haven't played any other game in this series, however roguelike action games fall definitely into my wheelhouse. One of the first things you will notice if you have played in the past is that your save is gone and you get to play through the tutorial, yay, again to get things going. It did seem to me that you unlock characters initially more quickly this time, which allows you to test out synergies and the like a bit earlier. There's also some English voice acting now, and what I can only describe as an attempt to create a story and interesting home world to play around with. The game is set around these mind training activities in which you pick agents as avatar style controlled beings that you complete a run with, the hope of gaining enough points or meeting objectives to unlock more content. There's a lot of polish in some aspects of the game that make it as good as any other in the genre, and other areas where it just feels bland. The combinations and especially animations are first class, with the chance to update abilities that require you to learn new controller inputs depending on what you choose. It's cool, and the first time I've seen this implemented in an action roguelike. There's also lots of little upgrades you can do, and the ability to choose levels aimed towards a certain build path, which is really interesting. The boss fights are nice, with some pretty high damage encounters, but also on many occasions I was just able to dash attack and bully their health points straight to zero. So with amazing characters designed well, that play different, look cool, and customization through the roof, why does BlazBlue Entropy Effect just feel like it's missing something? Like it's 75% of the way there. I feel like it's just a world that is bland to new players to the series, and storyline that is as skippable as any that you will find. For a game that does have a lot of button mashing with the attack button, it can start to feel like pretty but lacking substance, and yet I still think it's a really solid game at the moment. What I am unsure about though is how often I'm going to want to load this back up in a pretty stacked genre. It also has so many terms and different currency, upgrade systems and the like that I for one just didn't really know what they were talking about sometimes. Perhaps I'm just a simple gamer. I did want to point out that on the second update since going to full release, I've had some performance issues which I've never had in the past. For the first minute or two loading into the game at the moment, it's pretty bad, although there's always the chance that that's on my side, so if you're getting something similar, let me know. Something to keep an eye out for if you want an anime style combo focused game that sits along other games like Skull the Hero Slayer in the genre, then this one might be for you.